So say after TAT gives a skeleton, okay, your
Yes.
performance. So people now say, I'm very happy with the performance of TAT.
Mhm.
Now I will go for a confirmation test.
Mhm.
Now this confirmation series does not leave their importance by saying confirmatory series. They're equally important, right? If you are a consistent performer, your performance will be same throughout,
Mhm.
isn't it?
Right.
Now, firstly, the WAT, now WAT, just like the TAT, TAT is also a collection of stimuluses in form of pitches. So
Right.
in WAT also there'll be word, which are actually there placed to trigger your mind. Okay,
Right.
they're placed scientifically in order to extract those prominent qualities from factor 1, factor 2, factor 3, factor 4. Right?
Right.
But it does not mean that other qualities will not come out.
Mhm.
Okay. So firstly, we must understand these words are supposed to trigger your mind and to write whatever first thought or idea you're getting after seeing a particular word.
Okay.
Then in the instruction also we'll say that you are you may or may not use a word, right?
Right. Right, sir.
Now people must understand uh, why it is being said so.
Mhm.
Okay. First of all, if you look at the first case when you are using the word, like the conventional people are doing across,
Mhm.
limits your imagination, isn't it?
Right, sir.
It limits your imagination. So the best would be the combination of both, I
Okay.
would say.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, if you still write the words or you pay too much of focus on the word, that is why people are going blank and becoming indecisive. Now the word which is left blank,
Mhm.
okay, we pay a lot of attention as a assessor on that.
Okay.
What could be the reason why this word was left blank? No response. That means this word has created so much of stress. If not this word, the previous word, because he has spent a lot of time in understanding and manipulating his original thoughts.
Yes.
That is why he missed out the second word.
Mhm.
A number of things like different permutation combination will be there.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, when you are failing to write a response against a particular word, obviously that you are not a consistent performer. You are an indecisive, it suggests that. Or you are too much of manipulative, you come under the pressure.
Yes, sir.
So now to handle this, start practicing not using the word also.
Mhm.
Okay. For example, if I would say uh, there is a word which creates a lot of stress on my mind is skill.
Yes, sir. One of the negative words.
So I would say, I would say that I can become more creative by not limiting my expression, by not capping it, by
Mhm.
saying the law and order prevents, killing of a person or something like that. Why not to do it more, imaginatively, put more constructive thoughts in that. One of the ways I will say that the brave Indian soldiers neutralize the terrorist,
Mhm.
because I have got strength of belief in the capability of organization. I believe I'm very happy, proud to be a part of the defense forces. So my taste is that. है ना?
Yes.
So those people who are doing anti-national activities, they should be taken care of by the defense forces. That is what
Mhm.
I believe. So naturally, I'll get connected for this. You should not write personal sentences, right?
Okay. So can I have some
So,
examples associated with?
for example, brave. She is a brave girl. He's
Okay.
a brave boy,
Got
right?
it.
Or
Right.
Ram is a brave boy.
Mhm.
So these are the personal sentences. Personal sentences का मतलब ये होता है कि you can't imagine the world beyond your existence.
Mhm.
You and that is why I am able to correlate your earlier responses in TAT also, because it giving too much of significance to your existence in the team or doing as an individual event. So here also you cannot think beyond that, right?
Right. Mm.
So that should be avoided. That should not be written. So
Yes.
it limits your observational responses also.
Mhm.
So by this, the third rule is you should have observational responses,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
India has found a place in the field of space exploration. This is observation.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So these kind of sentence will talk about your awareness, your grasp, your inquiring attitude. That is what we are looking for,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Another thing is you should not be injunctional in your responses.
Okay.
Means you should not be preaching, sounding preaching or advising or instructing somebody.
Mm.
because everything which is happening in SSB is based on your, just recency, effect of recency. So probably what could have happened is you must have been found wanting on these areas. When you say beggar, we must help the beggars. Okay, you are writing that response. So you are giving some kind of advice.
Right.
So that means that gives a probably, but that again is a very subjective matter. Your responses would be seen, your TAT responses. Because हो सकता है आपको ऐसा बोला जाता हो. You are overlooking the plight of the people. You should have some sympathy, empathy towards them. Okay, you should be sharing in nature. Right? So you are not able to match up to those requirements, and this is there fresh in your mind. So you went out by saying like that. Because आपको भी बोला जाता था, इसलिए आप start कर रहे हो advice करना दूसरों को.
Got it, sir.
So that is not supposed to be done. Right?
Yes.
Another thing is you should not be using cliches, मुहावरे जो होते हैं और जो facts जो already सब बच्चे भी जानते हैं. So we would like to understand what is your contribution in that. Okay. If there's a word called will, where there's a will, there's a way. Right, what is your contribution in that?
Right. Absolutely.
So that again is capping your imagination. You don't have your contribution. So so these kind of where there's a word called reaction. To every action there is an equal opposite and equal
reaction.
Yes. So this is again everybody understands that. So what is great in that? So you don't have your own imagination. Right? So all these things should be taken care during your WAT. Okay. And I would say people should prepare, practice by not using the words. शुरू में जैसे जंग निकलता है लोहे से, धीरे धीरे जंग हटेगा, and you will sound very confident, you will become very creative, or it becomes a smooth sailing affair. By this, you will not be able to leave anything blank. Because ऐसा कभी हुआ भी कोई tricky word आ गया, तो you can always fall back on use this as a brahmastra by using the word and writing the sentence. So, but if you are having a habit of using the word and writing sentence, that means you are limiting. In the beginning only, you are just confining your expressions to that particular word.